Welcome back to Inspiration with Milambo. Today I want to talk about how you can increase your productivity. We know that success in life is tied to your level of productivity. So the more productive you are, the more success you will achieve. Many people would like to be more productive than they are, but they can't figure out what they are doing wrong and how they can change those things so that they can actually improve their productivity. So I'm going to give you a few points today on what you can get started immediately to actually start improving your results. You start to see your results, a change in your results. Immediately you start implementing these things. This is why I love them so much. First things first, work towards a clear milestone. Don't just get started on a project and you don't even know what you want to accomplish. You know you want to do some work, you know you want to do something, but you're not really clear on what your end goal is supposed to be. So have a very clear and measurable goal that you're working towards. What are you working towards? What are you hoping to accomplish at the end of this day? If you do this, what are you hoping to accomplish at the end of the week? What are you hoping to accomplish at the end of the month? You should have something clear that you can see and say, okay, this is what I am working towards. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. So that's number one. Number two is know your productive hours. We all have our productive hours. Some people are more productive in the morning, some in the afternoon, others at night. I have certain people, believe it or not, who'd rather not work during the day and play around, do so many other things, and then work almost the entire night. I don't do that. For me, my night is for sleep. I don't even like any kind of disturbance. But it's about knowing yourself and when you work best, what your productive hours are. So if you know you work best in the morning, then make sure you put the biggest chunk of your work in the morning, at the time when you're able to concentrate, at the time when you're able to, maybe you have the most energy, depending on the kind of work that you're doing. So know your productive hours and make sure you put the largest chunk of your work during your most productive hours. Number three, do not multitask. Multitasking is only for your boss who wants you to multitask. If your boss wants you to multitask, please, by all means, give them what they want. But when you're working on your personal projects, do not multitask, because it divides your brain and it tremendously reduces your level of concentration. You need a very high level of concentration if you are going to increase your productivity. So resist the temptation to multitask. That is why it's important to prioritize your work. And I speak a lot about this in my book, 30 Days to Success. Prioritize your work so that your mind doesn't keep nagging you about this other work that needs to be done. If you know that your work has been prioritized and you know what you need to start with, what you need to do afterwards, it's easy for your mind to understand your schedule and know that, okay, yeah, I'll get to that. Yes, it's important. Yes, it has to be done, but I will get to it when I get to it. Right now, let me concentrate on this. But when you don't prioritize your work, you find yourself in what I used to do back in the day. I'm working on something important. My mind starts nagging me about this other thing that I haven't done. Then I leave that to go and attend to that other project, which is also just as equally important as what I was doing. And halfway through that, my mind tells me that I need to be doing this other thing, and I would move. At the end of the day, I would be so tired, so stressed, so busy, accomplishing nothing. So I learned to just prioritize my work and say no to my mind when it starts to nag me about all these other things that I need to get to, because I just say, I'll get to that when it's time to get to that. Right now, I'm working on this only. Right now, I'm only focusing on this. This is whatever I'm doing at that point. It's the most important thing, and I cannot be disturbed. Even if the house is on fire, yeah, I'll run when I'm done. Kidding. But you know what I mean. You see, when you prioritize what the tasks that you need to do, you focus. It helps you to focus on the challenge at hand. And the next thing is, please do not be caught up in chit chat, and your phone is going to ring. Someone, if you're working in an open office, someone is going to want to come and chat with you. You see emails. All that is distractions. Keep all forms of distractions away so that you can, as I said before, concentrate and focus. And with that, you'll be able to see a tremendous increase in your level of productivity. People will think you're mean for the moment. Just tell them you call them back, or you get to their desk and talk to them. Those things are not so urgent. Maybe they're important, but they are not that urgent. So you can still get to them when you get to them. But at that point, learn to focus on your task at hand, and you'll be able to start seeing results and so much more productivity. I wish you all the success in the world.